Hello everyone and welcome to the STC Ascension Reborn 2026 tournament. I am here commentating Vegeta versus Arcie in the losers bracket finals. Basically the semifinals of this tournament. Winner goes on to become the second player since SML 1 to reach grand finals. As I post a stream link, I'll give you guys a little bit of a rundown on each of these competitors. Let's start off with who I would consider probably the favorite in this match. Not exactly sure, but I would say the favorite in my eyes. It is very split, may I add. But we're starting out with Arcie, 68805 Arcie from New Zealand. So he will be on high ping here as this is a US server, but he is transformed into one of the game's best skipless players, but kind of does struggle a little bit skip-wise. Not in terms of, poor play, just hasn't learned a ton, but I'm sure he practiced quite a bit for this tournament. He just recently knocked out rank number 1 in the world, Noah Altenzi, so he is on a hot streak when it comes to tournaments. Obviously, just a couple tournaments ago, he was actually, rated the lowest in terms of, win percentage or some stat like that, and that lit a fire inside of him for both Ultimate Ascension and Ascension Reborn to transform himself as a player, and look where it's gotten him, as possibly the favorite to head into grand finals. Our other competitor here, Veg, has had, he's been one of the best players in the world for many, many years. He is top 3 in the world in literally 2021. So he's been at the top, but he just recently lost to Nugglei in the winners bracket finals, where he had to eliminate Noah Altenzi to get to the winners bracket finals. Both of them have beat Noah Altenzi. They were the ones to knock out Noah Altenzi. But Veg is kind of the opposite player. He is very, very competent in skip, but when it comes to skipless, lack of practice, lack of, I guess, just lines, I don't even know how to describe it, kind of put him at a huge disadvantage when it comes to skipless. So Arcie is a big favorite here on snowy slopes. But anything can happen. I mean, especially map 1 of a match this important, chokes are imminent. So yeah, Skelly in SML 1 2024 tournament was the last player to reach grand finals that wasn't me or Noah Altenzi. Kind of stood out as the big 2-speeder since. But the loser of this match will get a 3rd place finish. Guaranteed. So both these guys still made the podium regardless. Snowy slopes here. Just a couple hours ago, Arcie tied the EGT world record of 35,800. He should be getting quite a few 0.8 touches in this match, where Veg, I just don't see it. I mean, he was asking in my DMs just a couple minutes before the match started what the meta avatar is on Snowy. I don't think he put any minutes into basically any skipless map. So he's not expecting to take the skipless maps, which means he needs to win all 3 skip maps to take this match. Arcie, if he can, perform as expected on these skipless maps, he just needs to win Honeycomb Run or Twilight Lagoon or Frosted Fortress. There's many opportunities for him to take a map and therefore the match. So just before we start here, final predictions for me. I'll take Arcie 3-2 in the match. Obviously taking Snowy Slopes by quite a margin, but I just think if Arcie performs as expected, he will be unbeatable in this match. Veg will need to take advantage of any sort of inconsistency on Arcie's end. Round 1. Good luck to both. Gonna be looking for 35-9 IGTs for Veg, more than likely. Ideally. But we might not, to be honest. Very little practice has been put in on his end. Arcie, not sure what we're gonna be seeing IGT-wise. Maybe 0.1s, 0.2s. Being in New Zealand, that's very, very large ping disadvantage. I do wonder exactly what we're going to do when it comes to bounces. as you can bounce on the end zone and actually delay your trigger for like 0.2 extra. So, I mean, that is a factor. Ooh, a very safe ending for Arcie. Gets him a 36-2 IGT. Vega 36 flat. Kind of standard, what I was expecting from both these guys. Arcie's ending, taking it very, very safe. I don't know how intentional that was. I would hope at least somewhat intentional, but we'll see how he takes the ending here in round 2. Obviously, you don't want to risk the bounce, so taking an ending like that, especially on round 1, does make quite a bit of sense. Round 2. I mean, Vega's been solid so far. I don't think he's expecting any more than what he's playing at right now. If he's able to at least somewhat keep up with Arcie, maybe they can end in a draw if Veg, you know, keeps Arcie at a 35,900. Ooh, another weird ending from Arcie there. I think he goes for the strat where you walk off instead of jumping off. Possibly. That's what I expect. I don't think he would do that unnecessarily, but another 36-2 for him. Now, I don't actually know. Does that trigger the end zone 1-for-1? I mean, it must if he's going for it, right? And considering he did get a 0.2 IGT, yeah, I believe that it does trigger. But we have seen that strat in old 35-9 world records, but I don't think we have in a 35-8. So, interesting strat there. Honestly, something I wouldn't do. If you're using Mage Run, then I guess maybe, I'm not sure. But round 3. Both of them locking in a solid average if they can finish this. Ooh, Veg misses the end zone. Arcie has a 36-1. Improves on his last 2. Veg 36-5. Bounced at the ending there. He still stayed alive, but it's no longer really... That's not good enough as Arcie does lock in a solid average, so... In terms of IGT... Oh. Okay. Not quite sure what's happening there with my display. In terms of IGT, they're at a draw right now. Veg will need to pick up the pace. Obviously with the 36-5 is to be expected. He needs to get a sub 36 in one of his next 2 runs to really have any chance at all. Oh, a bonk there from Arcie. This probably won't be a 35-8. Exactly what Veg needs from Arcie. Just little mistakes that push the runs into 35-9 territory. Arcie, a weird end zone strat. Gets him a 36-3. Falling off there to give him like a bounce. Or just an easy like jump setup into end zone. Didn't pin out well. Got too much height off the jump. Round 5. Now, both of them, especially, not especially either of them, but both of them need to, you know, play their best right now. Get any 35-8 you can, especially Arcie, who definitely is more of a 35-8 contender. Veg, looking for a 35-9 IGT in this round, I'm sure. Arcie's on a great run here. Definitely made up some time on Veg. Oh yeah, 36-0, 36-1. So Veg does not get the 0.9 IGT. Arcie another 0.1. I would say, if I were a betting man, Arcie more than likely took Snowy Slopes when we account for ping, but again, nothing's decided until the match is over. But we're now heading on to map 2. Honestly, the most crucial skip map probably, because, you know, if Veg loses this, it's already GG's. Like, there's no coming back. Unless he somehow would end up winning Legacy, which you guys will see. I'm not quite sure if that's going to be happening. But Veg has practiced quite a bit of this frosted skip. Become probably the most consistent at it in the game. He has a strat of slowing down to a complete stop before approaching M9. Which he seems to be very consistent at. Arcie, I'm not sure if he has a skip PB submitted to Cheese Grate. So I don't know what to expect from him. He is not doing the same strat that Veg is. It is interesting to note that, I mean, both these two are going for skip off the bat. And skip has only been done by one person in tournament before. That being true, and he didn't even get a sub-skipless average. So, these two are both making history. At least attempting to. Yeah, you can tell Veg is definitely just better at this, but how will he handle the nerves, knowing that this is a very, very crucial map for Veg to take? And for Arcie, this is just... Arcie has multiple more chances, is what I'm trying to say, while Veg needs to hit every single one of these skips in every single one of these maps. Very, very little margin for error. Arcie's doing the same safety strat. So I mean, they're both knowledgeable. Arcie obviously wasn't expecting Arcie to be just completely, you know, unknowledgeable. I was expecting him to be competent at the skip. Arcie's gonna tap out around practice one, as does end, but they both look solid there, especially Veg. Both more consistent than I was expecting, but I didn't draw too much from that practice. I think we're gonna have to wait until round 1 starts, but practice 2, maybe we could see someone practice skipless. I think you might want to practice skipless a little bit. Get that safety down, as in tournament, you know, your timing for M9s is completely off. Your consistency is going to shoot down. Especially for two that have been quite affected by nerves in the past. Ooh. Guess you're struggling a bit. Veg is practicing the house jump, or the invis jump. I wouldn't go for that under any circumstance, really, unless pure desperation. But I would focus on getting your fundamentals down first. Oh, Arcie is practicing the same strat. Doesn't make it. It'd be really unfortunate if either one threw a skip attempt away at going at that. And Veg is kind of a risky player. I could genuinely see Veg in a situation like where he just doesn't really think it through in the heat of the moment, genuinely going for that. Which I really would not like to see, as that would just spell doom. But we're now on round 1. Hopefully both of them got the practice they wanted. Veg needs this. Just looking at the match forecast. And if Arcie takes this, that might honestly be it for Veg. Just 2 maps in already. Round 1. Arcie takes the start very, very safe, just to eliminate any chance of him, you know, dying before he even gets a chance at the skip. Here we are. First skip of the match. Neither of them hit. Veg hits! I apologize. Veg does hit it. So we'll probably be going for about a 33-34 here. I believe tournament record's 34-1. He sets a new tournament record with a 33-9. Arcie just behind there, taking a practice M9. Gets a 46. Veg, great start, but I don't think the job's not finished. Job's not finished until you have basically a full skip average, I think. I think the standards are that high in this match. Round 2. Second skip. Oh, neither of them make it. So Arcie is now the one in desperation. I wonder, will he take a skipless run? I wouldn't mind it. But you kind of need to bank on Veg not hitting the next one if you go for a skipless run. Because then you really put yourself in trouble. 40.2. Arcie's struggling here in round 2. Not what you want to see. It looked great in practice, but especially under tournament nerves, everything can fall apart quite quickly. Whoa. Whoa. $79.6. Round 3. I mean, Arcie in a little bit of trouble. I don't know if he should take a skipless, because if Veg hits, that could genuinely put him in a really bad spot, but he does take a skipless. You know, if he doesn't finish this out, that is devastating. Veg, if he hits this, will force Arcie to go for a skip, more than likely. Veg doesn't hit. This is Arcie's basically dream scenario in terms of Veg's consistency. Very far behind. Yeah, just safetying a skipless. Doesn't care about tree right now. Just needs to get runs on the paper. 34. Oh, even a mistake at the ending for a 36.7. He'll be glad this isn't really a skipless based match, or else he'd be in a little bit of trouble with that 36.7. But round 4. Veg, 2 mistakes on the board. I don't know. I don't see Veg going for skipless, but he might. Arcie, I would honestly take another skipless. No, Veg's not going skipless, so if he fails one of his next 2, or I don't know if he'd. I'm not sure, really, man. Veg fails. Oh, and he's back. He's backtracking. Veg will be counting like a 40 here. So, it's not out of the picture, considering Arcie's average, but he'll need... Oh, an edge hit for Arcie there. He needs to stay alive. Don't risk anything. 36.6 for him. Veg, still at the M9. Veg, I mean, dude, it's not over at all. Like, seriously, it is so easy for Veg to still win this. But I don't want him losing. Okay. 36.6 DNF for Veg. Like, this is, like, it's so not over. It's just so not over. Like, all Veg needs is, like, he could take a skipless here. He could genuinely take a skipless here. No, no. He does not have to go skip here. No. No. Wait. I would actually. I'm not sure. I don't know the numbers by heart. Oh, ooh, I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if it's enough. Veg, no! Veg, no! Oh, he needed. Wait. He needed to like go for the fast strat. I don't know. I don't know. He could have gone for the fast strat. He needs every second he can get. Gets a 36-1. Oh, fuck. Come on. Okay, oh my god. I guess we won't know. But we are now onto map 3 Legacy. Oh, Arcie does take Frosted Fortress by 0.1 total. Oh, Veg could have gone for just... That's unfortunate. Arcie's average of 336,633 is much behind par. Like, that is... Oh, that's a devastating fail for Veg, considering how close that ended up being. But we are now on to map 3 Legacy, where Veg has been struggling quite a bit in practice here. Arcie, I expect, 30.9 touches, maybe some 31-0s, but Veg, this 3 steam slope has been tripping him up quite a bit. Oh, but Arcie can still make mistakes. But this is exactly, why you should practice even what you think won't matter. Because now you're in a situation where it definitely does matter. You need every chance you can get here to get a tie. Genuinely, Veg's best chance for a tie right now is hoping that Arcie's recording corrupts. Like, that's kind of bad to say, but it might be true. Arcie just seems solid here. Not too much pressure on Arcie, considering he's likely up 2-0, heading on to probably his most favored map in the whole match. Practice too. Like, this is exactly why I wish before the match he just learned Legacy. You don't need to be amazing. You just need to get 31-0s down, and you'll be that much closer. You'll have that much higher of a chance to, get a tie, get a draw. But he chose not to. He chose to keep the map unlearnt, saying, my skip play will do the talking. Veg is getting a no all Tenzi coaching session mid-tournament. He really has to wiggle. This team is not one that you get for free. You gotta work for this team. Yeah, as Shane says, wiggle the bleep out of that mouse. Oh, see, like, this is the thing, man. It's like, if Arcie makes mistakes, Veg can capitalize. But like 31 threes, bro. If that's what Veg's gonna be getting here, like Arcie can just do whatever and get like 31 twos, 31 ones. If Veg was at that 3100 level, or 31000, whatever. Was that practice 2 or practice 1? That was practice 2. So we're now heading on to round 1 of map 3 Legacy. Arcie has a big chance here to put it away, more than likely. Obviously, Snowy Slopes still in Veg's favorite IGT. Of course, like, I mean, you never know. That could for sure be a draw. But a win on Legacy for Arcie would be huge. This is where Veg really needs to show the real him. He hits 3 steams, but is on a very awkward line. So Arcie will be saving massive time here. Oh, and he misses end zone anyway. Oh. That's unfortunate. He takes the DNF in round 1. Round 2 here. Veg looking to claw back. I mean, I'm not going to say he needs to start finishing these rounds out here, but does. It's kind of unfortunate the one round he did. Managed to figure out the triple steam. Round 2. Gonna pray that Arcie slips up, but I'm sure Arcie's taking it very safe, knowing Veg's skill level. And it is interesting. Veg noted to me in DMs that this isn't something that he's always struggled with. He was a 31-0 former record holder. He was able to do these teams just fine, but in recent years, that's where his struggle came. But he does get past the triple seam again. Again, slowly an awkward line, but it's better than a slope sink. Yeah, 31-1 IGT. In terms of IGT, Veg is completely back in this match. What? Just ignore that. Round 3. Oh, see? A mistake from Arcie there. Veg needs to capitalize. Oh, did he slope sink? I'm not sure. It's very hard to tell. No, he gets a 31-2 IGT. Arcie at 31-4. And this is a seriously competitive match now. If Veg can pray that Arcie has another mistake like that, like, he is completely back in Legacy, and it upset Legacy, Veg taking the win? That would be just nuts, bro. Like, Veg winning the match based on Legacy would be, like, genuinely, like, perfect. Not perfect tournament match, of course, in any biased way, but, like, such an upset. I probably should have phrased that way better. So, apologies on my end. Oh, Arcie's on a good run here. This is not what Veg needs. Yeah, if Arcie finishes this out, that might cast doom. Oh, yeah, Arcie does finish at 31-3. But, I mean, this gap, Veg's still getting 31-1s. Like, maybe. Like, maybe if Arcie DNFs his last run, just has a couple unlucky touches, maybe. Not try to be too, like, theoretical. Oh, you can do this. But, I mean, nothing's decided yet. But if Arcie finishes a 31-2 IGT or something like that here, I see very little way for Veg to come out of that alive. Ooh, maybe bonk or something. I'm not sure how huge that was on his actual time. Veg's been great at triple seam though, considering his how he looked before the match. Alright. Oh yeah, 31-2 IGT from Arcie. Ooh. Yeah, that might do it. Yeah, I mean, you never know. You never know. Veg is still up 2-1 IGT. Corrupted files or just forgot to press that record button. That flips the match just like that. I do assume Arcie is recording a competent video. But I mean, you never know. Practice 1 here for Twilight Lagoon, map 4. Both these two are, I believe, just going to go 5 for 5 of the safety, but I know Veg has been experimenting with Risky. Could be seeing that come out to play. But I honestly, at this point in the match, yeah, looking at Arcie's play here, I wouldn't utilize Risky here. Not too bad. Veg definitely favored, but it's not too bad. Arcie's gonna DNF here, just 4 to 7 seconds into practice 1. Practice 2, sorry, I received a message. Practice 2. Arcie just needs to get this down. I mean, he's having a lot of deaths. I'm not sure how much he practiced this map. Maybe he knew that this map, I would honestly say, is the least influential. I don't know. Legacy, Snowy, and Lagoon, I kind of had locked down in my mind before this match even started. Arcie does surprise us, so maybe it wasn't too locked down, because Arcie can definitely pull out some times, man. But not sure how much he's practiced this one. He seems competent, though. Should be able to 22 low, at least. Veg should be able to 21, but I mean, bad runs for Veg are 22 lows. So, that puts Arcie right in the conversation. Alright, not too much to commentate on practice, to be completely honest, but we're going to head into round 1. Good luck to both these competitors. Veg really needs this. Like, if Arcie ends up coming out with Twilight Lagoon, there's essentially no way, but round 1. Veg, I'm expecting to take this pretty handily, but let's see what Arcie could do here. Death for him to start. Veg looks solid. So yeah, great run for you from Veg. Probably 21-8, if I had to guess. 21-9. I'm curious what Arcie's PV is. Like, it could be anywhere from like 21-6 to 22-6, and I'd believe it. I cannot gauge how good he is right now. DNF for him. round 2. Veg said in my DMs that he was getting like 21-9s back to back to back to back to back. So 21-9 is not a crazy time for him at all. It should probably be seeing another winner if all things go according to plan for him. Ooh. Arcie had a very fast invis there. Veg did not, but he too fast and wipes out into the goop. Yeah, 23 here from Veg. Wins the round. Arcie's already in DNF trouble. You know. I don't think Arcie should take a skipless. Just I think Arcie's definitely aware that Veg's just gonna take this pretty handily. Alright, so I'm just gonna issue a warning to the chat. Pipe down. 23-2 from Veg. Why do I keep doing this, bro? I'm a little rusty. We haven't had many matches lately. Round number 3. Arcie needs to finish the run here. Ooh, stays alive. Ooh, falls into the goop. He'll need to. This is just damage control at this point. Veg finishes here. That puts Twilight Lagoon away in just 3 runs. Yes, a 22-0. Arcie's going to be counting this time here. Definitely not ideal. Yeah, 33. 33-5 for him. So that will spell doom on Twilight Lagoon, but shouldn't matter too much. Arcie probably isn't very bothered on winning Twilight Lagoon. I don't think he really came into this match expecting too much out of Twilight Lagoon, but... Wait, is this 4 or 5? Oh, this is just 4. I'm already switching maps. Veg's going for good average here, then says he plans to go for risky. Arcie are already going for risky here, so. Oh, it's risky! What in the world? Oh, Arcie, this is a bit unfortunate. A little too late. Not much he can do unless he plans to get like a 10-second time, but probably should have been going for that the whole time. Am I right? Sure, Arcie's quite glad that he pulled out an IGT win there on Frosted Fortress. Arcie DQs! Will have an opportunity to make up the DQ as he did reset back to the beginning via goop. Veg DNF's his risky attempt. Arcie DNF's his risky attempt. They just take DNFs. Or Arcie takes the DNF. Veg trying to show off a little bit. If he can hit this, that's aura restored. He's still going. He really wants to hit this. I just don't even know why. All right. Double DNF. Why? Why would that ever happen, bro? I did not do anything there. God. We're on map 5. Map 5 here. Something that, you know, still holds quite a bit of value, honestly. Just considering we don't know what happened on Snowy. We don't know what happened on Legacy yet. We honestly don't even know what happened on Frosted yet. That's still close enough to where touches do play a role. But Honey, both of them are going for skip. Arcie, I think, is going for an M9 variant, as he's not an edge hit player at all. I haven't... M9 variant isn't seen much at all in Arthro. I think it was maybe used once in an R15 tie. Veg is very consistent at the skip. He was in practice. Me and Veg are practice buddies. Practice 2 here. Arcie's saying in chat he couldn't make the edge hit even one time, and considering Veg in practice is... Considering in practice Veg is hitting this 1 for 1. Veg says he's giving the edge hit a stern talking to. Misses the edge hit. Hits the edge hit there. A lot of conversation flowing here for Veg. And 20 finishes that out. Only hits the edge hit once in practice runs. He feels confident. I do not see Arcie hitting this M9 strat. No Altenzi is getting an official STC warning. Can I please return to my duties? Alright. Arcie, BSC there. Okay, I need to stop. I'm not doing this match justice. Round 1 already. Quick little practice there. I think not too much to expect. Veg mostly looking for just a finished average. I think at this point Veg knows that the match, unfortunately, probably over. It's probably over. So, just a little bit of showing off here on Honeycomb Run will do him some justice. Does hit the edge hit. Veg's been struggling with B3. Doesn't hit it. Arcie does not hit his M9. Much less height. 14-2 from Veg. That's his average. Run. Wow. BSC's going on there from Arcie. 27-9 for Arcie. Round 2. If I can keep getting these 14s, that should be Honeycomb Run to him. And to be honest, if he does go out of this match, may as well go out 3-2. That does make the aggregate of this tournament. Veg still wins the aggregate. Both of them hit their skips. But the aggregate, as in Veg won their first match 4-1. That I completely failed to mention this first match completely. They did play a first match in this tournament before, and Veg won that 4-1 in a very convincing manner. There's just so much to cover at the start, it glossed over it. Round 3. Veg can hit one more 14. Will basically wrap up the match. Unless Arcie can perform something special here. Ooh! Wow, these two are very consistent right now. Arcie hits at B3. He might take this IGT. No. 14-2, 14-4. Veg hits his third skip. Arcie, though, 2-14 still. He can make this interesting. If Arcie wins Honeycomb, can't really be mad about any frosted decision, as under pressure especially. Round 4. Arcie, M9 is very hard. Like, that is a very difficult strat. So Arcie hitting it so frequently. Oh, but he goes straight into the lava with his BSC. 14-3 for Veg. Won't improve his IGT average, but curious. I am very curious on what Arcie's PB is on this, to be honest. Oh! Yeah, just DNF that. 14-3 for Veg. If he goes 5 for 5, that's slow. That's Aura. You know, 5 for 5 skip. Skip as difficult as this, may I add. Maybe he kind of shows. Maybe he put some eggs in some wrong baskets. Easter. Hey, that's an Easter reference. Wow, Veg. 5 for 5. Happy Easter, everyone. Veg. A 14-2 gets a 14,200 average. Picking up the Easter Bunny basket, but didn't place him in. Well, I want to thank you all. I want to thank you all so much for watching this match. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys had just as much fun watching. Congrats to likely Arcie for winning this match, though we will have to check touches. We'll have to check everything. I'll let you guys know the results